Hey, it's Cristy, and we are here with Journey to TEDx Wilmington. It is the big day. Yes, 20 plus speakers on one stage in that iconic red circle. And it's just been amazing. I mean, I think we've hit the afternoon. I'm not really sure. The fatigue is starting to catch up with me just a bit. But when you meet this many fascinating people, you just suck it up. That's what you do. And my friend is here right now. So now I got a second win. Mr. Tim Adams, how are you?
Amazing too, thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see
It's
you.
amazing to see you. Thank you for having me here. I appreciate
Of
it.
course, of course. So I gotta ask, how did it go?
Wow, I was way more nervous than I expected. And at last, usually my nerves like fall away after the first sentence or two.
Okay.
This lasted the entire talk.
No way.
I was like, what's going on? My hands were shaking. I'm like, whoa.
Adrenaline.
Yeah,
Adrenaline.
it was strong.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What were you talking about? Was it a very vulnerable topic or?
I mean, there was some vulnerable parts to it. It just like growing up, but the title of the talk was the paradox of performance, sustainable success. And the main point of the talk was this concept that high performance isn't about doing more. It's actually about doing what matters most, but with precision.
Okay.
And
I like that.
yeah, I mean, I thought it was it's something that I do with my clients all the time.
Right, right.
These high achievers and the thing I didn't get to share today because you're just sharing one idea is this concept of there's levels of development and you have to learn how to grind at the lower level.
Oh, yes.
But once you get past that, if you keep holding on to it, it's what ends up destroying you at the top. And that's the piece of when you get to an elevated level, you have to learn to transition out of the grind.
High five to that.
Thank you.
High five to that, because I think it's very interesting that you said that. A lot of times, you know, especially in conversations with other people that I have that aren't in the entrepreneurial space, you know, they just see the grind. They just think that's what it's all about. Or maybe they did it and they had to leave it because it was too much and they were burning out. And I'm like, that's because you didn't transition.
Yeah.
And there is that transition point that you have to do because it's a lot and it's overwhelming and it's not for everyone. It's not.
No, it's not. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it's going to happen.
Exactly.
Like if you just keep having the gas pedal down to the floor, at some point you will break down.
Mm.
And so it's always more wise to catch it before it happens.
Yes.
Whereas I caught it after the fact. So
Yeah. And I love how it's that because like it's funny, people will say to me, well, when are you going to retire? And I said, I have no plans to retire. And that freaks them out. But it's when you have this mindset, it's not about retiring. Like that's not what it is. And you're not praying for that day either. You know, it's
so funny because that was basically my first principle is this concept of aligning with your values. Because when you do, it becomes generative, gives you energy. Because if you're aligned and you're doing what you're here to do, you can do it forever.
Yes. And it's not work. It's not that crazy.
It's not work.
You know, like people think it's now like 80, 90 hours a week and it's not even close. You're like, I'm just living, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
because it's playing.
yeah. And everything else is in flow.
Yeah.
And it's just
Exactly.
it's moving so nicely. Yeah.
It's beautiful that you've experienced that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would love to get it to flow, you know, but I mean I have like, oh, that was a nice little lazy river.
Well, and
going around in a circle, it's fine.
and there's the thing we also have to understand is like there's a rhythm to life, and sometimes we're in it, sometimes we're not. And
Right.
there's really no judgment in it. It just is what it is, and we have to understand that cycle happens and be okay with where we're at, knowing that if we keep doing the work, and when I say the work, the deeper work on ourselves, that we'll be where we're supposed to be because we are where we're supposed to be. So,
I love that.
yeah.
Oh, Tim. I was gonna say, but this is probably going outside of your talk, but one of the things that I recently have experienced is the power of the pause. Okay, I got really sick a couple months ago. I got the flu that turned into pneumonia. It took me out. It wiped me out for like 2 months. I was in and out of the hospital. It was bad. And I'm telling you, like, I had no ability to do anything, let alone like what I wanted to do. You know? But it was amazing because even after getting well, I'm like, it's all about priority now. Things that don't hold priority don't get any time.
Yeah.
And I think that's so beautiful. And it was, it's a shame that I had to outrun the Reaper to understand this, but it was like one of those moments where I realized, like, okay, if it does not hold priority, it just won't get done.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if it is a priority, it gets done effortlessly.
Right?
And so beautiful.
Yeah, and I love this lesson of the pause, right? Because that we can be intentional with our pause, or we can experience it after the fact when we're forced into a pause. Like you got sick, so you had to take a pause. I just got off a call with one of the venture capital individuals that I work with, and he just said he just took the week off because he was so sick, and now he feels great. However, I'm all about how can we implement and program that into our daily life so that it's something, it's a rhythm that we naturally do. Because if we don't, then it catches up with us.
What's amazing, I have to tell you,
Yeah.
like, it's like, you know, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. But God has been so funny with me because even though I started to feel better, He has left me with this crazy, like, ability to be tired instantly. So I'll be working. If I get too far in my grind,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like narcolepsy. I'm like, I gotta take a nap, and there is nothing I can do about it.
That's great.
Just gotta take a nap. So now I'm doing it on my own. I'm not allowing
Well,
my body to get to that.
that's amazing that you honor that too,
Yes.
right? Like, because a lot of people, instead of, you said you're off caffeine, and a lot of people take caffeine or stimulant to push through.
Yeah.
So good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm
You
like,
should be really proud of yourself for that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me that. I appreciate it. Yeah. No, but this is exciting. So how did the crowd react to your talk?
Well, honestly, I don't know, because I got whisked away so quickly, so
To see me.
yeah, to come up here, so.
I love it.
But I got some good feedback from a few people. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's what they do. They want you, they want me to get the raw, you know, like, so
Yeah.
as soon as you come off the stage, they
Oh,
bring
yeah.
you to me. So
Yeah.
I get to.
You
feel
got it.
Nice, nice. So with the nerves, like,
Yeah.
do you remember what you said, or like right now, is it kind of like, I have no idea what I even said?
So it's so funny, because like it just flew by,
Nice,
right? And
yeah.
I'm like, I must have skipped like a whole section. Like, it's quite possible, I might have, like,
I did too.
I don't know, it'll be interesting to see the replay, because quite honestly, it just seemed like it was like, that felt way too fast.
Well, if
So-
it was over 2 minutes, I think you're fine. I think I think the shortest TEDx is like a minute 30, something
Yeah.
like that. And it's a very powerful one, so,
I'm
yeah.
sure it is.
Yes.
I'm sure it is.
But-
No, it was like, I was just surprised, because I just really am normally pretty good about, after the first few lines, I settle in, but
Mhm.
I was shaking the entire time, and I'm like, I felt like my hands were going,
There's a cloud that comes with being in that red circle. Now, do you think that's what it was?
well, it could be that very well, and this is.
You can tell people it was low blood sugar. I mean, if that's what it was
Well,
low blood sugar.
funny, I got food poisoning last night, and
Ah.
I was up all night vomiting, so.
See, that's because you didn't come out to dinner with us.
I know, right?
See, it's like, I'm not going.
I thought my whole thing was, I'll get some sleep, I need some good rest, if I'm rested, I'll be fine. That did not happen last night.
No, where did you, no, we shouldn't.
Yeah,
We're not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna say that, but
Yeah, wow,
yeah,
wow. See, next time come to dinner with us.
I will.
Yes, I know all the good places.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, so, please plug away. This is your time to like
Thank you.
tell them everything about you, since you can't do that on the red circle.
Oh,
And tell them where to find you,
Okay.
what to buy from you, all of that.
okay, great. Thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
The thing I'm the worst at is marketing myself. So,
I'm here to help you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Coach Tim Adams is kind of my social media. You can find me on preferably LinkedIn, Coach Tim Adams. You can find me on Instagram, Coach Tim Adams. And I do and am on Facebook, but not a lot.
I think you're friends with me, so if you see my
Yeah.
name, you probably got the right one.
In terms of like. The other thing, if you go to coachtimadams.com/pioneer, you'll kind of get an opportunity to find out more about, I'm doing a group coaching program that might benefit some people that are interested in making this transition into or out of the grind and into sustainable excellence.
I think there's a lot of people that need that and want that. They might not even know they want it yet, but
Yeah,
they definitely need it.
Yeah.
So I
so
love that.
I guess that would be the way to do it. Other than that, maybe you'll see me or watch this video while I talk.
Yeah. Of course, everybody's watching. Tell them. But no, I'm gonna plug him real quick. Like, dude is seriously, you work with some incredible people,
Yeah.
some elite top tier individuals, and you take them from, here to like here. And it's really impressive what you do. And I think that you're so humble about it. And I want people to understand, like, if you have an opportunity to learn something from this man, like, please do, because,
Thank you.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
appreciate that.
All right, well, this has been Journey to TEDx Wilmington. We have more speakers coming up. I told you this man would re-energize me. Like, I was getting sleep out of it. Now I'm like, feel good. All right, we will be back with more speakers all afternoon long. Keep on watching. All right, see you in a bit.